Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be reading for the Divine Masculine. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross reading. Please remember, guys, we are multi-streaming on 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I hope sound is okay. There should be a pretty picture there for you guys to look at. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Oh, one announcement. I did a PLR members only live stream this afternoon or this evening. So if you guys missed that and you are members, you can go over to the members tab and watch that tarot reading. I did a collective for us, just members only. Came out very direct and to the point, I thought. So yeah, if you guys missed that, you can go check that out. Got a little personal and not members only, but I wanted to give everyone an update on me personally. You know, Rosa, my life, where am I at today, and where am I at on my twin journey. So I feel like I got that information across in that video. So I hope all of that was helpful. I did talk about schedule a little bit in that live. So I know you guys probably noticed that I swapped out the Divine Feminine reading from Monday to Thursday. Monday is my Friday, guys. So I was exhausted last night, and I just don't feel like I could have really been very helpful in doing the reading last night. I feel like I would have really just been pushing it. So what I think we're going to do with schedule wise, I think we're going to try Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those seem to be the bigger, more popular days anyway. So Sunday night, love and astrology. I know we're always a week ahead, but I imagine for the summer, we're probably going to be in the week of, right? And then divine masculine, divine feminine, Celtic cross readings, right? It's very possible that I will pop in with a surprise pick a card or just a special subscriber energy. Sometimes I like to do those. So make sure if you have subscribed or joined or followed wherever you're joining, following, or subscribing from, that you have that notification so it alerts you whenever we do go live. All right, I think that's all I want to talk about. I'm going to jump right in. I see everyone coming in. Miss L, first one in tonight. Hello, Miss L. Sandra, Diana, Michelle, my beautiful moderators. I love you ladies so much. Always here to support and encourage me. I picked out the Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. So Sandra actually gifted these to me on one of my trips to Missouri. Yes. Diana says, I miss the elements, but I know that they are time consuming. They were definitely time consuming. They do take a lot of time to prepare for. I think people thought that you can just jump in and do the meetings. It's not really how it works. So yeah, Mallory is a very close family friend of mine. So hi, Mallory. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. All right, guys, Celtic Cross is one of my favorite tarot spreads just because I feel like we can dive right in and figure out what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming next, what needs to happen next, right? I feel like it answers all of the hot topics. Hi, Jenna. So we're going to do Celtic Cross for Divine Masculine, and I'm going to start out with Heart of the Matter. So I'm going to look at what is the energy that Divine Masculine is dealing with currently at this moment. Blessings comes in, so that's pretty interesting. I'm going to look and see what is challenging or crossing this divine masculine when it comes to blessings. Are blessings pouring in? Does this divine masculine feel like maybe they're not? Taking risks is what's going to be crossing. So I feel like at the moment there may not necessarily be a lot of blessings coming in. I feel like that's, it's not necessarily true. There's a lot of blessings, but it's hard for divine masculine to pull the positives out, right? When there's a lot of challenges going on, a lot of difficulties going on, a lot of painful situations, when they're processing a lot of trauma, it can be challenging to look and see, oh, this is the good of this situation, or this is the positive of the situation, right? And I know this because taking risks is what's crossing. So it tells me that this divine masculine needs to take some risk of some sort in order for these blessings to pour into their life, right? All right, so now I'm going to look at the highest expectation. So what does this divine masculine think is most likely to happen? What does this divine masculine want to happen with the situation? So the happiness card comes out, and I feel like that's the goal, right? Like that's really everybody's goal right now. We're all just focused on happiness, harmony, peace. I feel like we're enforcing boundaries, definitely. Standing up for ourselves, definitely. But the goal is happiness. Like that is what everybody wants. That is what the outcome is. I do feel like it was like trying to come out in reverse. So it's almost this energy from divine masculine where I feel like they're struggling to maybe, I don't want to say reach happiness, because happiness is actually something that you can find in every single moment. So again, it's like something about being able to see or experience or enjoy, again, because there's so many, and I don't want to be like negative. I mean, I would love for divine masculine to have a super easy life and everything's working out hunky-dory. But I'm not really picking up that energy. I feel like that's the goal. That's what I'm going after. But I feel like everything's coming at me. It's like one thing after another. And I don't mean like me personally, Rosa. I just mean like divine masculine energy. I'm definitely feeling like there's just one thing after another. The happiness could have something to do with like a couple or a pair. You see the two dolphins. All right, let's look at energy that's coming into being that divine masculine doesn't know yet. Energy that's coming into being that divine masculine doesn't know yet. Ooh, openness comes out. Look at that moon. I'm getting something a little bit more than just openness. It is going to be about like being open to receive, open-minded, but it's a little bit more than that. I'm definitely getting like some strong moon energy. Oh my goodness, it's almost like Michelle, a new member. I love you, Michelle. It lit up green. I had to go check it out. I'm almost getting like it's open to, okay, so the moon is emotions and feelings. And right now the moon is in this energy of where everybody's having to face what they feel, right? And like especially divine masculine, they're really having to deal or feel emotions that maybe they have suppressed for a very long time. It's like they finally understand that if I keep ignoring this, then it's never going to go away. So it's like I might as well just face it and deal with it. And that's what they're open to. So that is really, really interesting coming out for divine masculine, because that's exactly what they're dealing with right now. So big confirmations from spirit. We're going to clarify, guys. I'm going to pull one more card. We'll look at past energy, and then we're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify, but that's really what I'm getting here. It's like they're open to feeling, they're open to knowing they have to feel something in order to heal something. That's really the message I'm getting. All right, one more before we start to clarify. This is just the first half of the Celtic cross. After we clarify this first half, we will go on to the second half where we look at future energies. We look at how other people are impacting this divine masculine receiving blessings or being able to see their blessings. We'll look at fears, hopes, and fears, and of course, the outcome. All right, so let's look at past energy. This is going to be energy that's completely done, completely finished. Divine Masculine has moved on from this energy. This could be confirmation for Divine Masculine too. So like if you're watching and you're like, is this reading for me? Let's see, right? 2 cards come out. Ooh, the feather is going to be pretty specific. Oops, sorry. The feather is really important in our journey. There's a story about the feather. So if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you already know the story about the feather. When we ask for signs, when we ask Spirit to show us something, like prove it to me, I'm tired of guessing, I'm tired of questioning it, I need to know 100% sure this is the path I'm on, I need to proceed forward on this path. And we ask for something and Spirit gives it to us. So I'm definitely getting that energy for Divine Masculine. So I said that this could be a confirmation for Divine Masculine. So if you're listening and you're like, well, is this reading for me? Is this whatever? Did you ask for a sign? Did you ask Spirit to just flat out give you the answer because you were tired of guessing, tired of trying to figure out, is this you? Is this what's happening to you, right? And the whole thing would be about inner peace, because that is the card that came out with the simplicity sign. So what is past here is not inner peace. Divine Masculine is trying to find inner peace. Like that's the goal. That's what they're going for. But what's past here is thinking that maybe that they could never have this type of peace, that they could never experience this type of happiness, or they could never experience this type of love or joy, any of those types of energy. And I feel like you asked for a sign, you asked to see something, and Spirit showed it to you. And because you asked for that sign, that could have also brought you inner peace. All right, so let's clarify a little. Miss Al, hello. Miss Al says, I've been listening to the song Feather. Oh my gosh, I love it. Ooh. All right, so 2 of Wands comes out. Blessings. 2 of Wands is going to have something to do. Okay, so I want to say about making an important decision, because that is what 2 of Wands talks about. And also trusting that you'll make the right decision, if I'm talking to Divine Masculine. But for me personally, Rosa, 2 of Wands is expectations. So it's like whenever, when you guys start to learn to read your own tarot, we all learn by remembering what the cards mean, right? And that's the simplest way to read tarot. And Spirit always tells me, just read the cards, Rosa, just read the cards. Like, I don't have to try to figure out the pieces or put it together. I just need to tell you what the cards mean, right? So what happens is when you start to intuitively read, like when you start to, and I don't mean like channeling, I mean like when you start to see the story yourself, right? Like in your own mind's eye, you can see what's happening to like this person or this energy that you're reading for, right? When I started to do that, 2 of Wands became expectations. It definitely was this card, like I expect something, but there's actually another option. So if you look at the 2 of Wands in Rider-Waite, that tarot set that everybody is really familiar with, we use all the time. I don't have a set right here, but if you pay attention to the 2 of Wands and that particular card set, you will see that he's facing one way, like the wand is facing one way, and he's handing the planet, the earth, whatever the gift that's in his hand, to that particular direction. There's this other wand beside him, and it's almost like he doesn't even see that option. He doesn't even realize, like, I've got two different options here. He only believes that this is the way it's going to be, this way, right? So I've always gotten this energy of expectation with Two of Wands. So it's almost like divine masculine either is expecting these blessings, or maybe they feel like they've taken too many risks, or they haven't taken enough risks. And that could be what's, it's almost like they expect that they won't receive as much. Maybe they think because they've taken too many risks that they won't receive as much. All right, so we have Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, what they want, goals, achievements, and Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is like, it's okay to ask for help. Spencer is with me, and he's deciding to be as loud as possible. So everybody say hi to Spencer. He's had this really bad cough for the last couple of days, so I'm really excited to see him drinking some water. Everybody keeps telling me it's allergies, and I'm just like, oh, he's at that age where it's like every time he sneezes or coughs, I worry, right? Is that Kevin? Kevin on Facebook twice. Kevin, you missed your reading. Kevin, did you miss your reading, or did you get your reading the other day? I can't remember. All right, so the expectations, not getting something that they want, maybe scared to ask for help, maybe not sure who to ask for help. It's interesting. I'm remembering a show that I watched with the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles is that picture where it's like, it always shows the stained glass window. It's like a church kind of card, and it says it's okay for you to ask God. It's okay for you to say, I need help. It's that type of energy. It's also a card about rejection. So this divine masculine could be feeling rejection. That came up in the members reading. So I just want to say for those of you that are members. But I'm remembering this show that I watched the other night. Do you guys remember Tool Time? I don't remember if that's what if the show was called. Maybe it's called Home Improvement. I think his show on Home Improvement was called Tool Time. But anyway, it's this show about a family, like a husband, a wife, and some kids, and it's just a funny comedy, like sitcom show. Please tell me somebody that you remember the show I'm talking about. Anyway, I was watching it on Hulu or something where they're streaming like the old shows. And I used to watch the show with my grandpa. I really, really liked the show. So I'm watching it, and it's the one where they're going to this wedding, and the wife has to be there at a certain time. And the man doesn't want to stop and ask for directions, like her husband, Tim, right? He doesn't want to stop and ask for directions. And he's going around every which way. And they're in a blizzard, and it's like they finally, she finally has enough. And she's like, you're going to make me late. You have to stop right now and just ask for directions. So he finally stops. And then, he like keeps, somehow or another, he's like looped around. He's come back to this spot like 2 or 3 times, right? And he's like, they're clearly lost. They're gonna miss the wedding. But it's definitely that energy, like, how a man doesn't want to. I don't mean like a man, but I mean, I guess I do, but like, they don't want to stop and ask for directions for whatever reason. It's like they just want to be the person that knows and has the solutions and all the things. It's the masculine energy, right? It's like the same thing for this energy. It's like they feel, again, maybe they didn't take enough risks, or maybe they took too many risks, and they feel like somehow that's stopping their blessings. It's like they expect to either get what they want if they ask for help, or not get what they want because they don't know how to ask for help. And I think that's really it right there. All right, let's look at the taking risk and see if we can find out a little bit more about that. Mallory says, I was trying to remember the name of that show last night. Home Improvement. It's called Home Improvement. He has the show on Home Improvement called Tool Time. All right, taking risks. Four of Pentacles comes out. So maybe didn't take the risks they should have taken. It's kind of what I'm getting, because Four of Pentacles is where you hold on to something too tightly because you think there won't be more. So it's like you don't let something flow. The Hierophant could come out. It could have something to do with a marriage. It could have something to do with a spouse. It could have something to do with religion, spiritual beliefs. And Ace of Cups, I feel like it has something to do with a relationship. And I feel like, yeah, it's a synergy of I was scared to do something different. I was scared to believe something different because I felt like it was too risky. They could even, this divine masculine could even feel like something told them that something was too risky. What's interesting now, though, is that because they held on to this thing for so long, restricted it from flowing, again, whether it's belief system or like a person, um, it's almost like now that's why they have to ask for help. It's almost like if they had faith in the beginning and not restricted the flow of energy, then this energy would have come in a lot sooner. It's almost like now they expect that energy to not come in because of everything that's happened here, because of the risk taking. Again, I don't feel like this divine masculine didn't take risks. In fact, I feel like he did take risks, but maybe not. I don't know how to say it. Like maybe not positive risks, right? Like maybe not the ones that should have been taken. There's something about marriage that this divine masculine finds risky as well. All right, Wheel of Fortune comes out, happiness. So Wheel of Fortune is it's time. It's time. It does talk about good luck, good fortune, bending in your favor. I'm not necessarily picking up. It's almost like divine masculine believes they've went through so much challenging situations here. They've lost out on so much that they just believe it's time for them to be able to be happy now. Maybe they feel like they've put their dues in or like they've paid their dues. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Five of Wands, challenges. It's not Five of Swords, so they're not killing each other. It's a card where it says like they're training, they're preparing for something. Ace of Wands, their fate, their destiny. So it's almost like divine masculine is saying, look, I've went through all these challenges. I've struggled to get the things that I've wanted. I may have taken some risks that I didn't need to take, and I may not have taken risks in the areas that I did need to, like love, right? But it's like now they're ready. Now it's like it's time. I've prepared, I've trained. Let me be able to follow my destiny. Let me be able to follow my purpose. Ace of Wands. All right, so the openness, I definitely picked up like some emotions. You see the moon clearly on this card, but I picked up like open to feeling emotion, which is really not normal for divine masculine. Normally, the masculine energy wants to kind of like downplay the emotions or like what they feel about certain situations. In fact, they don't really want to talk about how they feel, right? That's more divine feminine is good. And again, this has nothing to do with like male or female. Okay. So I know it's hard to understand sometimes, but it's like most of the time, masculine energy wants to take action, right? Like that's the masculine energy. And divine feminine energy wants to nurture and care, right? Feel. So it's like, it's almost like this divine masculine is becoming open to balancing that inner masculine and feminine energy, right? Understanding that they have to feel something in order to finally heal it. All right, so Eight of Wands comes in. Eight of Wands is sudden information, quick changes. It could say that something has changed quickly for this divine masculine, or it could say that being open to feeling these feelings could bring quick change to this divine masculine. I think that's what it is because Eight of Cups also comes out, and Eight of Cups is that card that says you're walking towards your Two of Cups, and I do feel like and this is me collective divine masculine, but I feel like for the most, we're not seeing a whole lot of pentacles here. I feel like we're seeing a lot of cups, we're seeing a lot of wands, and mostly we see pentacles for divine masculine, like material things, right? Like I want to go make money, I need finances, I need things, right? It's almost like they're realizing that that's what needs to be balanced out. And now they're walking more towards love, companionship, soulmate energy. That's the Two of Cups, right? They're walking towards spiritual awakening. Look at that. The Hermit. It could be also wanting to get out of dark night of the soul. So I do feel that collectively Divine Masculine has been in dark night of the soul for a very long time. You will hear some twin readers or tarot readers say that um, our dark night of the soul, like we can have more than one. And I think that's very true. You can have more than one. But here's what happens. It's kind of like therapy. Think about it this way. When you go to therapy for a period of time, like let's just use talk therapy. When you go to therapy for a period of time, I went for a couple of years. They teach you skills, right? Like that's what a therapist does. You communicate, you get the things out, you get to hear yourself, and you get to process information. And they kind of teach you how to process that information. They give you tools to use so that you can process that information on your own without them, right? And so once you learn that step, it's kind of like you don't go back to that kind of therapy. I mean, I guess you can if you have other issues in life, you might need to go back and talk about other things. But for the most part, we gain the tool and then we use that tool, and then we move forward. Now, there's all kinds of different kinds of therapy. So you could move on to a different type, right? That kind of thing. But it's like once you have that tool, you don't necessarily go back. So I don't think that we necessarily have more than one dark night of the soul. And this is just me, Rosa, my own personal twin journey, right? I feel like what happened was we were in one long night, one long dark night of the soul. And it took a long time to process that information, gain the tools, learn the tools that we need, and then start to implement those tools into our life. And that's how we came out of dark night of the soul. I mean, that's kind of how I feel it worked for me personally in my journey. And that could be how it's working for this divine masculine. All right, so inner peace and simplicity is going to be the energy that's past. I feel like the energy that's past is divine masculine asked for a confirmation, asked for a sign, and they got one very clear, loud and clear. And I feel like before, inner peace was a struggle, something they felt like they couldn't attain. And it's like now that's the goal. Now that's what I want out of this whole situation. Now, if I had to go through all of this pain and all of this suffering and all of this struggling and all of these challenges, and I made it through and I'm still here and I'm looking to source for new guidance, and it's like, yes, I expect these blessings to come in. Sagittarius energy coming out for divine masculine, Taurus energy. We have the Three of Swords, kind of what I just said. If I went through everything that I went through, then I expect the blessings to come in. The Emperor is here, stepping up to the plate, calling your power back. And then Four of Cups is here. Four of Cups says you have all the ingredients. This divine masculine realized they had all the ingredients they needed to be able to heal the traumas that they had experienced. And by all the ingredients, it's almost like they realized that all they had to do was face it. Stop ignoring it. Stop pretending like it didn't happen. Talk about it. Get it out. Process the emotion. Feel the feeling. Heal, right? On the bottom is the moon again. All right. I'm going to move on to the second half. I'm just going to kind of slide these over. I may want to go back to them, so I'm not going to necessarily take them off the table. As Elle says, when you think you're done going through the tough times, you're not, and it lingers. I feel like that's kind of true. Yes, it's like we think we got out a dark night of the soul, but we didn't get out a dark night of the soul. We had something else happen, and we're like, oh, it must be another dark night of the soul. Not necessarily. You got to ask yourself, did you implement the lessons that you learned from that first dark night of the soul? Right. I feel like once we start implementing what we've learned, that's how we get ourselves out of dark night of the soul. And I don't think it lingers after that. Do I feel like challenging things can happen to you in life and that could have, let's say, catapulted someone else into another dark night of a soul? Yes, those things will still happen. Life's always going to be challenging, always going to be hard. It's not going to be easy cheesy. Just because you're awakened doesn't mean everything is la la happy, right? It just means that you've learned and gained tools that you implement when those things happen, right? All right, let's look at future energies for divine masculine. Future energies. Do these blessings finally come in? We have forgiveness. Forgiveness tried to come out in reverse. And I'm getting like new moon energy there. New moon, Gemini new moon comes in on June 6th. I do feel like divine masculine is going to gain some clarity, some understanding. Here's what I'm going to say though. It's very possible forgiveness in reverse, that clarity and understanding comes in a little bit of um, like a smack to the face type of energy is what I'm feeling. Like it's harsh. It doesn't come in easy and pleasant and, oh, let's, pet divine masculine. No, it's very harsh, to the point. And I just feel that it's something that has, it's almost like Miss L said, lingered for too long. It's been here and not dealt with for so long that it's like now, it's one of those feelings like I used to say where spirit kind of rips the rug out from underneath you, right? It's kind of that type of energy is what I'm feeling. So we'll clarify, but it's possible divine masculine is having a hard time with forgiveness, whether that's forgiveness for divine feminine or whether that's forgiveness for themselves. I won't really know until we clarify. All right, so here's my favorite part of the Celtic cross spread. Let's look and see how others around this divine masculine are affecting the situation. And remember, the heart of the matter was the blessings, the blessings. We have security coming out, so that's interesting. It's giving me Four of Wands type of energy from foundation, financial security. Let's look at how divine masculine is affecting the situation. We have healing chaos, so that is a big confirmation. And I've seen the healing chaos card several times when I was shuffling and preparing for this live stream. So I feel like that is what's happening. I feel like the people around divine masculine could be helping either financially. They could be dealing with some form of like firm foundation with the people that are around them. And I do feel like they were in some type of chaotic energy that they're trying to calm now, because now the goal is inner peace. Now the goal is happiness, right? It's almost like I see the twister in the picture. It's almost like this divine masculine made a little bit of a mess is what I'm getting. But it's like the mess cleared the path for where they needed to go. All right, let's look at hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. And then I'm going to turn the outcome card over and we will look at it last. All right, so hopes and fears. We have the delight card. Again, it's like, will I be able to feel joy? Will I be able to experience happiness? Will I find inner peace? All right, last one. And we're just going to put it right here. That's going to be the outcome. Voyage is on the bottom. I feel like divine masculine is fixing to have some type of ascension, lift in their spiritual awakening journey. And it is because of the voyage card. It's almost like you see the one whale carrying the baby whale in the net. It's like he's safe, he's secure, and he's being taken to where he needs to go. So, keep pushing. Keep pushing is pretty big. FPOR. All right, so let's look at that future energy. It was forgiveness. I do feel like it was trying to come out in reverse. I do feel like this divine masculine is struggling with forgiveness. There's some energy here with forgiveness of divine masculine. There's some energy of rejection here. There's some energy of like maybe rejection of a relationship here. And that did come up in that collective reading. So I just want to keep pointing that out. The forgiveness energy, though, it's like it could. I mean, I'm sensing that energy I just spoke of, but I feel like the stronger energy here is divine masculine is having a hard time forgiving themselves. Maybe for the risks that they took that they didn't need to take, and maybe for not taking the risks that they should have taken. All right, so first card to come out, Three of Wands, taking action towards your future. The Moon card, fear, illusions. And wow, the Lover, Gemini energy. It is my clue card for the twin journey. So confirmation there that this divine masculine has some issue with forgiveness when it comes to the action that they took in their awakening journey or towards their divine feminine. I think it's the fear. There was fear. The moon is sometimes a feeling of, it's not sometimes, most of the time, fear. And so I feel like there was some illusion, something that kept them from being able to take action. This is future energy. So it's like, does this divine masculine overcome this fear? Does this divine masculine finally take action to go towards their spiritual awakening journey? A lot of times when we see the Lovers card, we get that fairy tale. And I talked about the fairy tale in that members only live because I talked to you guys about my own personal journey, like me, Rosa, what's happening in my world, right? And it's like, it's not a fairy tale. This is real life here. Like I'm a real person. I know you only see my hands, but I'm just saying like I'm a real person. And this experience happened to me and I have to live with it every single day. And it's like, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the BS that you see online when it comes to this type of spiritual awakening journey. It is not this fairy tale where you go off and you get married and you live happily ever after. It's not that at all. A twin flame journey is an awakening journey. It's two people that God needs to wake the F up. And that's what's happened. And when you go on this journey, it's not this fairy tale picture that you see when you see the Lovers card. The Lovers card, the meaning of the card is actually a very challenging, very difficult, very painful decision sometimes. And that decision is when we have to choose ourselves. We have to choose to love and heal ourselves so that we can be good for others, right? Like we can be in a healthy and loving relationship. So I feel like that right now, divine masculine needs to one, forgive themselves for the past, because whatever past mistakes, don't believe in mistakes, they're just like lessons that we had to learn so that we could become who we are today. But there's definitely something about like not taking action in the past that needs to be forgiven. And if there's an issue here with divine feminine, here's what I'm going to say. Divine feminine is always slightly ahead on this journey. I don't make the rules. One day when we get up there, we can ask God like why it's this way, but it just is what it is, right? And it does seem like divine feminine is always a little bit ahead. But I've also, and I'm going to step on some toes here because we have a strong divine feminine following. But it also seems to me like divine feminine are the biggest enablers in this journey. I said it, I know, right? I've been saying all kinds of stuff. Let me tell y'all. But we are the biggest enablers, and we enable by walking on eggshells, by not speaking whole truths, by feeling sorry for people, by just not just lying, just bold-faced lying, right? So it's like what's happening now is because again, divine feminine is a little bit ahead. It's like we've stopped all that. We've realized that our enabling is only keeping divine masculine stuck. It's only keeping them in this loop of unhappiness. So what's happening is we're moving on. We're moving on. And people are like, well, Rosa, are you still doing your twin flame journey? Well, of course. It's a spiritual awakening experience. You can't undo it. You can't go away. You can't run. You can't do none of those things. I'm not running. I'm not hiding. But I'm moving on in my life and in my um, I don't know, experiences, right? I'm finding joy, happiness, inner peace, and that is my only goal right now. And it's like, if you want those things too, then yay, we can hang out and everybody gets along and it's great. But if you don't, then spirit will completely remove you out of my life because you can't be here anymore. And it's really just that simple. All right, let's look at security. So this is how others are impacting the situation for divine masculine. So let's see if this energy is making divine masculine feel secure. So we have Eight of Pentacles. It could have something to do with work, dedication, focus. Page of Pentacles, a new offer, a big clue card that when we see the peacock for divine masculine, and Knight of Swords. There's something here about, it could have something to do with work. It could be a new offer. It could be about freedom and liberation. So it could be about leaving an old situation or leaving something that they used to be dedicated to or weren't dedicated to enough. This is going to be energy around them and how they're affecting that situation, the people around them. It could be a person. It could be a job. I think it has something to do with a job, and I think the divine masculine is struggling to find financial security or to find some sort of new offer. All right, so healing chaos is how this divine masculine is affecting this situation. So it's like they are trying to heal. Cover your ears. Ready? Our shit show card comes out. It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's the card that says, I've planted all these seeds. I've done all this work. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, why did I do all this work and nothing is coming of it, or nothing is here, or what I want isn't here? It hasn't come to fruition. All right, so here's the thing. Ready? The card is healing chaos. This is how divine masculine is affecting the situation. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. I know, and I'm just going to tell you right now, God made me this way, so the things that are fixing to come out of my mouth are going to seem harsh. And all I'm going to say is I love everyone unconditionally. Ready? But you're not doing enough in your healing journey. So you probably think, well, I've started to meditate, Rosa. I watch a guided meditation for 5 minutes, I don't know, once a week. I bought a book. I'm on page 3 of this book, How to Heal the Mind. I just made that up. I don't even know if that's a book. I'm eating healthier, except for on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I go out of town. I'm not home, and it's hard for me to eat healthy on those days. I'm starting to work out. I paid for that gym membership, but I haven't started to go yet. Are you catching on yet, Divine Masculine? It's like you've started, you see it, you understand it, but you already know that you're not doing enough. Seven of Pentacles is that you're almost there card. The Eight of Pentacles is the almost there, because it's the one that's closest to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the goal, right? The Seven of Pentacles says you've kind of got a little bit of a shit show going on. It's like you pretending to do something, and I know, right? Please forgive me. I love you unconditionally. But it's like you're pretending to do something. Spirit sees you. Like you can't hide or fool, or you can fool people, but you can't fool like God. And so it's like, I see you doing something, but I see that you're not fully invested. I see that you don't have all your eggs in the basket, right? It's something like that. We have Page of Swords, watching but fearful to communicate. I want to learn more, but I'm not necessarily taking action. King of Pentacles, it's time to step up to the plate. It's time to take responsibility for your healing. It's time to take responsibility for your healing, your happiness, and your inner peace. We got to stop blaming other people. It's not another relationship. It's not your spiritual awakening. It's not the dark night of the soul. Everything is only on you. You choose. So when you decide that you want happiness, you want inner peace, you drop all that victim consciousness BS and you go towards the thing that you want. That's King of Pentacles. You're going to have to step up to the plate. You're going to have to stop hiding from the things, and you're just going to have to do the work. I mean, period. It's that easy. And again, if you're not sure how to do the work, follow Divine Feminine, because again, they're always a little bit ahead. All right, let's look at that Delight card. So Delight is hopes and fears. So it's like, again, this energy of a little bit of, and this is why I'm saying it, because I'm picking it up, this victim consciousness, like, it's not for me. I can't have it. It'll never be mine. I don't know what delight feels like. I don't know what happiness, joy, I don't know what those experiences are, right? It's that type of energy. I'm almost hearing too, it's like, let me get it, because I heard it. I don't know how to experience or feel happiness anymore. Wow. All right, so here's what I'm getting. It's almost like, so we drink to feel a certain way, right? We do like drugs and things that make us high to feel a certain way. Sex, same thing, to feel a certain way. We drive fast, right? Speed, adrenaline, to again to feel a certain way. It's almost like it's almost like this divine masculine has done all the things 1,000 times, and now it's just numb and is struggling to feel anything. Well, I would definitely go with that healing chaos, right? I would say it's time to stop watching and start doing. Don't worry, Divine Feminine, yours is on Thursday. All right, let's look at this Delight card. Two of Swords, I can't feel something. Two of Swords, I can't go somewhere. I can't make a move. There's nowhere for me to go. There's no happiness for me to experience. There's no happiness for me to find. I don't know where to find happiness. That's it. The World, I don't know where. Two of Cups. Partnership, equal effort, soulmate. Here's what I'm going to say. Your hopes and fear could be that you don't have an opportunity for this partnership, or you don't have an opportunity for this soulmate relationship. And I feel like we kind of, and tell me, Divine Feminine, like let's try to help Divine Masculine here. Like, tell me in the comments, did you feel this way, like when you came into your awakening, when you realized that there was like greater purpose to all of this, when you realized that everybody had something they were supposed to do, like you had a purpose, they had a purpose, that it wasn't about 3D union, it was about like, God world spirituality. Did you have the feeling like you weren't ever going to find someone, or you weren't ever going to have a partner with this type of power, connection? I can't think of the right word. I feel like connection is probably the best word. So I feel like that's normal. It's normal to think, I'm never going to experience something like this. I'm never going to get this opportunity. I don't know how to get this opportunity. I don't know where to find this opportunity. And here's what I'm going to say. It's the healing. It's the healing. It's the healing of the chaos. It's when you heal your chaos, when you learn to become, when you choose to heal you, right? When you learn that you have to love yourself first, right? It's like the moment we do this, the moment we're like, okay, I want to be a better person, I want to be a better partner, I want to be a better human being, right? Like the moment we decide to do that, that's when spirit opens the doors for us. That's when opportunities for the things that we want in life, for example, like soulmate relationships come in. Here's what I'm going to say though, if I'm talking to divine masculine, make sure you're ready. Make sure you're prepared. Just because we want something doesn't mean that. Why do you think spirit's always talking to us about divine timing? Just because we want something or we think that we can't go without it doesn't mean that it's good for us in this moment. Because if I'm talking to divine masculine and they're like, I want an opportunity to have this two of cups energy, and it's this divine masculine here that's dealing with all this healing, that's dealing with having to choose to heal themselves, like this person isn't ready for a relationship. This person isn't ready to come together. This person is going to bring their pain into another relationship and then pour that pain onto that person. So if you don't want to do that, heal yourself first, right? And I'm not saying this because like I'm Rosa, I'm better than everybody. I'm saying this because I did it. I did it. I wasn't healed. I wasn't ready. I tried, what do the people say? You try to put a band-aid on it. I tried to put a band-aid on it. And all I did was hurt other people. And that's what happens when you're not ready. If you want the opportunity to find this soulmate relationship, you have to choose to unstick yourself. You have to choose to heal yourself, right? All right, let's look and see what was the outcome for divine masculine. It's the miracles card. Oh my God, I love it. The miracles card. It's almost like expect miracles. And I'm kind of seeing like a double rainbow there. That could be a confirmation, especially if you're asking for signs. Look for a double rainbow. Five of Cups. There's the loss, the grief. 10 of Wands. There's the burdens coming to an end. And look at that. There's the Magician. This is you changing your life to the point where instead of life happening to you, instead of you feeling like you can't find these blessings, you don't know where they are, you create them. You manifest them. You process sorrow. You process your pain. You put an ending to all of that, the burdens, the heavy weight you carried on your shoulders forever and ever. It's like you finally let it go, you release it to spirit, and now you create the life that you want. I just want to say it's very much Mercury, Gemini energy. Again, Gemini new moon is here on June 6th. It's the perfect time to speak what you want into existence, right? Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. Queen of Pentacles is about learning to become your own resource. If I'm talking to divine masculine, whoever you've been counting on this whole time to be there every time you turned around, it's like now. And I just want to say, divine feminine just recently had to do this, where we felt like we were having to stand out there on our own. It was definitely like this test from spirit. Like, are you going to implement the things that you've learned in your spiritual awakening in your everyday life, which we had to do. This is what divine masculine is being called to do right now. All right, so I pulled out the Sacred Destiny is what we did the Celtic cross with. So I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler, also by Denise Lynn. And we're going to pull some guidance out. I mean, other than the outcome is expect these miracles to come in. Follow your healing path. Don't run. Don't hide. Don't ignore the things anymore. And Spirit will open the doors for you that you need when you need them. First light, beginning a new cycle, big confirmations, discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. I love this card. This has been coming up a lot for me, especially in your personal readings in the Etsy shop. You stand in the light of truth and discovering truth. It's definitely like where somebody told you for the longest time, if I'm talking to divine masculine, someone told you that it had to be this way. You had to do something this way. And it's like you tried doing it their way and it didn't work. So it's like now you're going to go find a different way. Now you're going to go find the way that works, right? Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. On the bottom is impasse. I feel like this is going to be the guidance for you, divine masculine. Reflect and redirect your energy. If you feel like you're hitting one brick wall after another, please stop. It's painful for all of us. Please stop. Do something different. Take a different route. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful, guys. Oh, yes. I'm going to have to rewatch too. I feel like I missed half of it. Diana says, if another card with a feather comes on, I think that one was a leaf. Was there another feather? I don't know. I've been seeing them a lot. So Kevin's still there. I'm so glad, Kevin. Mallory hung out. Had a call, missed the last 5 minutes. You're definitely gonna have to watch the replay then, right? All right, guys, I think I am going to do a card pull. There's enough in here on the 3 different platforms. I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler. So if anyone wants a guidance card, I'm hearing if you have a question. Does anyone have a question that's in here? I normally don't do that, but yeah, if anyone has a question. I'm not going to pick all of them. I'll probably just pick the one that Spirit tells me to pick. If anyone wants a general guidance, a card pull, I will gladly do those. Please remember Thursday night. I'm going to come back and then Divine Feminine gets it, right? We're going to look at Divine Feminine, Subject Cross, Heart of the Matter, and see what is the situation for Divine Feminine. I do have Talking to Heaven. I do. There for a while, I was staying here and staying at my son's, and it was like my stuff was split up, and it was driving me completely mad. So I finally got it together, and now everything is where it's supposed to be. Mallory says, I need more help than you could give me. No way. Miss L, is that a question? I would like to answer that question. What to do with this individual, person A? All right, let's do a Talking to Heaven for Diana. So I'm just gonna say what I'm hearing right away. I felt like there was some cheering. I made a shorts. I don't know if I've posted it yet. But it was like one of those green screen, like little templates, and you put your video or your picture in there, and it was like this animated crowd that was cheering. I definitely just got like some cheering when we said, you know, Diana, let's do Talking to Heaven. So you could have like more than one person that's wanting to get a message to you, like multiple people, but the message is going to be about the same thing because they're all coming in together and very like boisterous, like very excitedly have this message. The unicorn is sticking out to me right away. As a soul, I can be in several places at once, and I have no earthly worries. This is for you not to worry about something, but we're going to read this one. All right, it says, without the human body, I am free and I am amazing. I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place in almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams that you and I discussed. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word and I'm here by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel because I still have my human ego to deal with and learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon my continuing love. I'm definitely getting this energy like there's no need for you to worry because you're highly protected. And I know the message seems like it's coming from one person, and it could be like very paternal, like very fatherly, like very guarded. I'm protecting you, but it's actually a lot. There's like more than one. It's like we're all protecting you, so don't let this energy or this thing worry you. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Hi, Sam. Okay. Did Miss L say anything about? Miss L, was that a question? Were you wanting to know what to do with a specific person? I have comments on all three, so I'm not able to find it anymore. Kevin, I see yours. Just want to know if things get better this coming week after this last couple of days, and if it's good change that's coming. It's going to be good change that's coming, Kevin, because you're going to manifest good change by only thinking and seeing the positives about the things you're going through. We just did that divine masculine Celtic cross. Remember, blessings was the like heart of the matter. So it's like if you want more blessings, you have to focus on the blessings you have now. So distant thunder, you have clear the air. So there's going to be something in your past that could be like pulling on your energy. I do see the woman like up in the like the castle type of thing. It's giving me like that Rapunzel type of situation. So it's like someone who is like put up or put away or has went away, something like that. It's like that could be pulling on your energy. And it's like that's something you need to clear the air with that. Gates of Triumph is going to be on the bottom. Success expands in your life. I feel like that's just kind of confirmation of what I said. If you want the positive to come in, you have to make it so, right? Yes. All right, Miss L. What to do with person A? I want to say that's what the question was. The comments gave me a good laugh. All right, Miss L, here it is. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. What are you supposed to do with person A? You're supposed to show them the way. On the bottom, you're supposed to show them how to transform. A fresh new way of living emerges. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Miss L. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. My moderators, ladies, gentlemen, thank you, thank you. I will be back. Please remember Thursday, we're going to jump on Divine Feminine. So I know Divine Masculine, it was a little tough there in some moments. I'm going to go back and watch it so I can see. But yes, please remember, don't shoot the messenger, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. But Divine Feminine we'll do Thursday night at 9 p.m. So I hope to see all of you there. Members only was done earlier this evening. So if you guys missed it, make sure to go over to the members tab and you can find it there. Let me know, guys. Make sure to leave a comment for me so I know you got a chance to watch it. Just a little update to let you know where I'm at personally in my own journey and where I think we're headed next, right? All right, guys. And Michelle is our new subscribe to YouTube, our new member. So thank you, Michelle. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I love you guys so very, very much. I miss you guys. I wish we could do more of these, but I think the three a week is probably going to be what is going to be easiest and best for me so I don't burn out, right? All right, guys, I love y'all. I will see all of you Thursday night. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.